who has had greater beef than Ben10 and Vilgax? No, seriously, who has? Because these two have been scrapping since day one. So we're gonna break down 3 of their craziest fights to learn how deep their beef goes, with the wildest one saved for last. But first, let's go back to their very first encounter when Ben was just 10 years old.
Round 1.
So Ben is ready to shank a nigga to save the day, cause fuck that Batman rule. Then we cut to Vilgax looking all scary and shit like, oh hell nah, why's this nigga saving the day? He finna catch this bait. Which is diabolical, bruh, cause he wants to use the Omnitrix to rule the universe. And it just pisses him off when it's used for hero work. Now, Vilgax is tracking down the Watch's signal like, I'ma make sure his ass is right where I want him. Meanwhile, Grandpa Max is like, Ben, if you don't stop fucking around right now, cause Ben mentioned seeing Vilgax in a nightmare and Max immediately knew, oh yeah, he's gotta lock the fuck in. But it was too late, with Vilgax baiting Ben towards him by destroying an entire city. And this whole time, Max was like,
I'm sure the local authorities have the situation well in hand.
what the fuck are they gonna do? Shoot him? Anyways, Ben and Vilgax finally meet face to face for the first of many times. And this nigga really just charges at him with a melee move? My nigga, you control fire. Fuck is you doing, bruh? But Vilgax just looks down like, this the nigga y'all was hyping up? And just yeets his ass through these buildings. And with no hesitation, jumps right in front of Ben. Like,
I'm not playing these games!
But Ben finally locks in and turns the road into tar, temporarily slowing down Vilgax. But before anything else could happen, Grandpa Max pulled up to grab Ben just as the watch deactivated. Close call there. Then they're dashing on the highway as Vilgax's drones chase after them. And just peep my son Max. My nigga is smooth with it, god damn. But this was just another trap to lure Ben outside. Cause while Max and Gwen were rushing to Mount Rushmore, Ben turns into Stinkfly, takes out the drones, then this nigga, I kid you not, Hulk jumps 50 buildings over and latches onto Stinkfly's tail. Like, are y'all seeing this shit? But with Ben flying and spamming his aerial attacks, surely Vilgax takes the L, right? But, oh no, bro, cause this nigga leapfrogs towards Ben. Man, someone get this nigga his NBA contract, cause those hops are lethal. And with Vilgax closing in, it was only a matter of time before... Bro, how is Ben even alive right now? Anyways, Vilgax turns off the Omnitrix like, hand it over, lil nigga. But the failsafe activates, and with the watch merging with Ben's DNA, it wasn't coming off by simple means. So Vilgax does the next smartest thing and just kidnaps Ben. And as the fam is pulling up to Mount Rushmore to bring out the big guns, literally, Vilgax had Ben chained up, ready for dissection to get that Omnitrix. And I'ma just say it right here, fear the niggas with nothing left to lose, cause mixing up a 10-year-old is crazy work, fam. But before Vilgax can escape, Grandpa Max had tracked down the watch's signal, rammed his TV into the ship, steps out, and blasted Vilgax on sight. My boy Max stays standing on business. And with the capture device fucking up the watch's failsafe, which will be important for later, Ben frees himself with 4 arms and destroys Vilgax's drones. Like, look at Upgrade here, bro. That's why he's the motherfucking GOAT. But Vilgax wasn't out yet, cause he grabs Max, throws him to the ground, and tries stomping him to death.
Oh yeah! Look at you! You was popping all that good shit a second ago!
As Max's life is literally flashing past his eyes, Ben tackles Vilgax off the ship and floats to safety. But remember that fucked up Omnitrix from earlier? Yeah, that shit turns Ben into Ripjaws on land. I can't lie, it was looking bleak for bro, cause Vilgax does a huge leap towards the watch, but not before Ben swaps to Accelerate. Just on time too. But the job's not finished yet, because Accelerate pulls a flash by running across Mount Rushmore, charging up a super punch. Yeah, Vilgax wasn't even phased, and Ben takes like 1 billion recoil damage from that hit, crashing onto the ground. Oh, you fucked up big time, little nigga. He slams the ground and shatters Mount Rushmore, barely missing Ben in the process. And as he's swinging at Accelerate mid-run, Ben tries fighting back, but... Hold the fuck up! Did y'all see that shit correctly? Refs, rewind that shit, man! Vilgax predicted the speedster's attack, grabbed him by the arm, and slammed his ass into the wall. But it gets worse, cause when Ben turns into Diamond Head, he gets grabbed and suplex slammed towards the ground. And poor Ben is just trying to recover, but Vilgax slams his fist for the finishing blow. But it's a kid's show, so Ben turns into Ghost Freak right on time. Shit, he was surprised too. Meanwhile, Max and Gwen were escaping the crashing ship, but as they landed, they met a special someone waiting for them. And when Ben found out, he knew he had to pack it up, cause this nigga Vilgax was willing to slime out his entire family. Go ahead, little nigga, be the hero. Yeah, that's what I thought. But don't worry, cause Max set the chip to explode just as they left, distracting Vilgax and giving Ben his chance to escape. But this wouldn't be their last encounter, cause even during Ben's adulthood, hands still had to be thrown.
Round 2.
Now this episode takes place in the future where Vilgax is dead. Yet somehow, some way, this nigga still wants to throw hands, because Dr. Animal starts reviving him, and back from the dead, Ben10,000, aka Future Ben, is called in for trouble, where they meet yet again. What's good, nigga? I know you missed me. And just bitch slaps Ben10K into the wall, smashing his skull in for extra measure. If Ben wasn't Diamond Head here, he was cooked for sure. But the fight isn't over just yet, because our Ben, aka Child Ben, decides to tag in. And for brief context, our Ben and Gwen time traveled here with the help of future Gwen. Vilgax was like, now I gotta kill 2 of these niggas, say less. And as Child Ben tries running him over with cannon bolts, Vilgax grabs him mid-roll, stopping him and ducks him into the ground. Mind you, this is the same cannon bolts that normally explodes armored trucks on impact. Now Ben10K tries tagging himself in, like, get your stupid ass on out of here, bruh. Vilgax wasn't here for no play, with him grabbing Stingfly by the tail and slamming his stinky ass on the wall. And Accelerate and Forearms caught the same claws too. See now, Vilgax had studied all of Ben's aliens and had Dr. Animal build specific counters for all of them. Bro was moving like Batman, and even Child Ben was helpless, with Cannon Bolt getting bitch slapped into the Scorpion-styled finisher to end it.
Get your claws off my grandson!
Luckily, Grandpa Max buys them some time, but the moment he leaves, Vilgax shoves both Bens off the building and just crashes smack dab into the ground. But that nigga wasn't even phased. Oh, y'all thought we were done? Nah. And Ben10K does the craziest thing humanly possible in a moment like this. He turns human. Wait, let me get this straight. Our fight with our strongest op, and we're gonna scrap with our bare hands? Is this nigga serious? But y'all gotta hear him out though, cause look at these moves. Weave, they steal so I can smite you. Cause despite planning for 10,000 different aliens, I guess he can't fight a regular ass dude. Like, bro, just use your fucking gadgets from earlier. Anyways, it goes according to plan because he draws Vilgax closer to the river, backflips, switches into Spitter, and pushes Vilgax back with the help of Diamond Head, where Arctic Guada cleaned shop by freezing the river, encasing Vilgax in a pool of ice, giving Ben10K and Child Ben the dub. At least for now, because wait till you see what Vilgax had cooking for Teenage Ben.
Final round.
So this is Ben Tennyson. Not our Ben, but a different version of him from the multiverse. I know, this shit gets really complicated, but just stick with me here. And what makes him special is that he doesn't have the Omnitrix. But why does that matter? Shh. We will get there. Now, NPC Ben suddenly meets another version of himself, or well, multiple versions actually, which were sent to kill him. And they even got motherfucking Ultimate Humongousaur on his ass. Like, bro, it was never this fucking serious. So after being saved by a good Ben, they meet Professor Paradox, who's basically this old guy who travels space and time, which sounds pretty familiar, right? But Paradox explains that someone's been kidnapping Bens from different realities just to kill NPC Ben. Now peep this, because Vilgax is revealed to be the mastermind behind this entire thing happening. And with the help from Eon, an evil Ben who can time travel, no Omnitrix, but has an ugly ass head, good god, their goal was to murk No Watch Ben, because without the Omnitrix, his universe was just too unpredictable, which is a wild card for some, creating risk for Vilgax's plan to rule the universe. So basically, Vilgax teamed up with different versions of his op just to kill the weakest Ben. As I said before, this nigga plays 0 games. But with the help of Professor Paradox, they're able to save NPC Ben momentarily. And I don't know how these niggas fumbled this badly, bro. Like, are y'all even trying? Now, while this entire thing was going down, Vilgax was plotting something so heinous, it actually made him a threat again. Cause this nigga wanted every version of Ben to catch this smoke by using a time bomb designed to erase every Ben in the multiverse. Except NPC Ben, cause fuck is he finna do? Y'all thought Vilgax was siding with his ops? Oh hell nah. Even Eon got played. Those other Bens didn't know what hit them. Except this nigga right here. Cause sliming out somebody when you're about to die too is crazy work, fam. And despite numerous efforts to try and stop it, I mean, I don't know what the fuck he was trying to do, nothing was working. So Vilgax successfully slimed out every version of Ben. And y'all were hating on my mans before, y'all know who you are. There was probably a version of Ben that didn't even know who Vilgax was, but it didn't matter, because every version of Ben was dead now, meaning Vilgax had finally won, thus settling the decade-long beef.